Hey, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Elite Podcast with your boy Sarge, man. It's Sunday. Happy Sunday, man, for everybody that's out there on the road that's crossing state lines, that's crossing time zone, man. Be safe for my I-10 to the end riders that are heading west and heading east, man. Texas is not playing. Safety over ego. But let everybody know we're on. Share it with a friend. Kane Foel, let's go.
I was asked the other day, hey Sarge, why you never play any fast music on your podcast? It's simple. I'm petty.
Hurry up, don't truck it up, rev your motors up. If it ain't clean, get your polish up, big sword. You in charge, real king of the south. If you ain't getting yonder, gotta keep it motorcycle, you dig? Hurry up, don't truck it up, rev your motors up. If it ain't clean, get your polish up, big sword. You in charge, real king of the south. If you ain't getting yonder, gotta keep it motorcycle, you dig? Slide on my road glide, looking so fly, 20-inch rollback, screaming eagle torque pack. I-10 to the end, it's a known patch. If you ain't a ground pounder, pay attention, fall back. We iron elite boys, no need for hitting switches. We split lanes and hogging lanes, we on a mission. On our way to CA, we 100 deep. Roll up, y'all the road, run it up, rip it up. Hurry up, don't truck it up, rev your motors up. If it ain't clean, get your polish up, big sword. You in charge, real king of the south. If you ain't getting yonder, gotta keep it motorcycle, you dig? Hurry up, don't truck it up, rev your motors up. If it ain't clean, get your polish up, big sword. You in charge, real king of the south. If you ain't getting yonder, gotta keep it motorcycle, you dig? I'm outside with it. I scrape the town burning loud when the smoke clear up. You know Harley did it. I'm real gnarly with it. My ride clean when it bling. I show the lean on the scene to get jiggy with it. No did it get it? I'm well equipped it. My bike side got a side, so you know I'm hit. She dropped it down and split it. Backed it up to shift it. Let me kick a little game to you lames riding around here, giving a set a bad name. It don't matter what you rank or what you claim. When we turn it up, you keep it motorcycling, man. My soul brothers, they roll runners, we rolling deep. When it's time to rally up, it's Black Wall Street. When you see them MCs at the RTE, roll it up, down the road, run it up, rip it up. Hurry up, don't truck it up, rev your motors up. If it ain't clean, get your polish up, big sword. You in charge, real king of the south. If you ain't getting yonder, gotta keep it motorcycle, you dig? Hurry up, don't truck it up, rev your motors up. If it ain't clean, get your polish up, big sword. You in charge, real king of the south. If you ain't getting yonder, gotta keep it motorcycle, you dig?
But Sarge, why you always gotta talk about motorcycling? Sarge, why you don't never talk about nothing else? Look here, man. If you gonna do all that crying, what the baby gonna do?
Hey, man, once again, welcome to the Iron Elite Podcast Show with your boy Sarge. I'm feeling better, man. I appreciate all you guys' prayers and all your support and all your texts. Sarge, when you gonna feel better? Sarge, are you dying? No, I wasn't dying, man, but I was going through some funky changes with this bronchitis. But I'm feeling better. I'm feeling stronger each and every day, man. So we're getting ready to get it in. Of course, today we're going to talk about long distance motorcycling. I know y'all saying, Sarge, that's all you ever talk about. Is there anything else to talk about other than motorcycle ride, man, on this podcast channel? That's what we're doing, yeah, but we're going to be doing it with a spin, man. I've got some special guests today, and these guys are motorcycle riders, man. It's Rarebreed. It's the Miami specific edition, man. We're going to talk about the epic I-10 to the end ride. They just got home, man. They chilling in Miami, doing their thing, and they got around that crazy behind weather that's going on in Central Texas. Man, no lives, prayers to the folks that are affected, man, to the families that are affected out there. Last count, man, I heard it was some over 78 fatalities out there because of the flood. Man, it is no game out there when it comes to the weather. So I'm going to say this, man, and again, prayers for those families that were affected by that storm, by that flood specifically. But for my riders, please be careful, man. Please use your weather app. Constantly checking your weather, just like you're checking for gas stations. Check your weather app. There's always something going on. crossing this country, man. You cannot count on the weather being great in your state the first 3-4 hours because it changes and it changes fast. You know, I've got riders that are coming from the West Coast. Shout out to the Kings of Cali, man. A specific situation that happened this morning, man, with a rider and a deer. Of course, he's doing well, man. But you know, it's always some stuff that's going on out there. So we have to be diligent. We have to keep our head on a swivel and understand, man. This is grown folk stuff. What we're doing out there. So without further ado, man, let me bring my guest on, man. They've been waiting patiently in the back green room, man. So let me see if I can get them on. Bam, bam, bam. Family, how are you this evening, man? How's everything?
Great. Everything all right?
Oh, great.
All right, man. They chilling. Man, I know y'all happy y'all off that highway. Hey, man, it ain't no game, man.
I love it. I'm off the highway.
Hey, man. Thank you, Big Q, for being the only honest one. Because, damn it, when I got off the highway, man, I was like, hey, yo, I think I'm going to sit down for a minute. Hey, so how we feeling, man? Everybody feeling good? We're back to life?
Back to life. We got off the road, back to the job.
Yeah.
Everything's normal. Back to normal life.
Hey, that's what's up, man. I saw you, Fifthwood, because
I'm still hurt.
Because Fifthwood, you had to get back home for a birthday party, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Birthday was Tuesday, yeah.
Hey, that's what's up, man. Hey, family and don't stop family. And just because you on that motorcycle, you better get your butt out there. You better get back home and do your family stuff. That's what's up. So, fellas, let's do this, man. If you guys don't mind, we're going to start off with Fifth Wheel. Let's go ahead and introduce ourselves. Tell the world a little bit about ourselves, if you don't mind. Let's do it.
Okay, I'm Fifth Wheel, Rarebreed Miami. Been motorcycling seriously for about 5-6 years now. You know, of course, when I was younger, I rode motorcycles, nothing serious through the neighborhood. Never really went nowhere. About 5 or 6 years ago, I got on a Harley and I crossed my first state line, and I've been hooked ever since. You know, it's a piece for me.
Yeah.
I just like being out there, you know, away from your everyday stressors. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
What we got going on in life, and then, you know, just meeting people. I'm a people's person, so I like meeting different people from different areas. So, you know, I enjoy it. I have fun doing it.
Me too, man. I love that. I love. Now, my neighbor, I don't care about as much. Let me stop playing. Actually, I do like my neighbor, man. But I really do enjoy meeting people from all over the country, man. You know, whatever geographic. Man, it's really cool. Matter of fact, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna pass it on to Squeaky. It's amazing how many things we have in common, even that we live so far from each other. And if it wasn't for motorcycling to bring that, you know, to us to be the start of these relationships and stuff, man, I don't know. Motorcycle bring people together, man. That's all I gotta say. I'm gonna leave it alone. What y'all think? Motorcycle bring people together?
I definitely think people together.
Yeah, it do, man. Hey, so Squeaky, what you got, man? What's happening with you?
Hey, man. Hey, how you doing today? Yeah, I'm Squeaky, Rarebreed Miami. I done had my bike about 2 years. It's the best toy I ever had. I done had everything. If you actually know me, I done had every toy. It's the best. Man, yeah, like I enjoy riding. The long distance was new to me, but I have some good and bads about it, you know.
Yeah.
Overall, we made it through, we back, and we live to talk about it.
Oh, we gonna talk about it now. I can guarantee.
Oh yeah, but it was a great experience though, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, so, bruh, how'd you get the name Squeaky?
Hey man, it started off my auntie when I was younger. She say I used to just whine and squeak. And she started calling me Squeaky, and then, hey, it stuck around now. 45 years later, I'm still squeaky.
Yeah. All right, that's what's up. Hey, man, something you be like, okay, I got to hear the story of that. I got to. All right, so who else we got? Big Q, what's happening, my guy?
A Big Q, Miami Rarebreed. Driving to Cali was the craziest thing I ever did on a motorcycle. I'm gonna just say that right now. I've probably been motorcycling for real for a year. I went to Harley one day with my buddies to go look at a motorcycle, and I ended up leaving with one.
Man, that's impressive. That's impressive, man. So you've been riding just a year?
No, I've been riding dirt bikes. I had a street bike,
Okay.
but a
Okay,
Harley.
but
I just been riding
yeah,
a Harley. How long? 2 years? A year. I had a Harley
yeah,
for probably 2 years. A year.
Yeah, 2 years.
yeah.
2 years.
So did so Squeaky and Big Q, did y'all start off on sport bikes down in Miami, or you just had
Like
like
sports bikes
enduros or
and
just
dirt
whatever?
bikes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
We
sport
always
bike,
rode
dirt
dirt
bikes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because they be
ATVs.
wilding out in Florida. They be wolf packing, man, down there, and with the GoPros, and I see them cats stunting and stuff. Is that were y'all doing some of that
Nah,
stuff?
I ain't do all that.
Okay,
That
okay,
wasn't
Not,
me.
not before the when I was riding back then, it wasn't that pack. It wasn't no pack like that. It was a few.
yeah,
It was more four wheelers back then. Now the dirt bikes came
yeah,
along. Then now the people from out of town come. Now
yeah,
it was just hood.
yeah,
So
yeah,
now
yeah.
it's too much for me. Can't
Yeah,
do it.
man, that's too much for me too. Them boys be, hey, man,
I
I
enjoy
don't.
watching it. I
Yeah,
enjoy
I'm a
listening.
watch. I'm a watch, man. Just like I said, I remember coming up, here in Florida in Jacksonville, man. We'd have mini bikes, and we'd have what's those enduro bikes? They're like the
Yeah.
125s, or we goof around on them bad boys, and it was over from there. Then we moved up into the sport bike class, and of course now in the Harleys. Okay, so everybody, man, I'm impressed, man. So two guys, Harley 2 years ago, Harley 1 year ago, and decided, hey man, Miami ain't good enough, man. I gotta get across the country and back. Is that pretty much the
That was
wow,
my goal. I mean,
wow,
it was some incentives in that for us, but it was
yeah,
mainly for me, mainly just
yeah,
wanted to do it. My buddy was along with me, Big Q. He was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
man, you want to do it? I was like, yeah, let's do it, man. What is it to be scared of?
yeah,
Hey, I
yeah,
always said if we got too scared or too anything, hey, we can always turn around. I got the transporter on
true,
deck. What you want
yeah,
to
yeah,
do?
true,
But
true.
no, we had to complete it though. It was a mission that
Yeah,
we
yeah,
had to
you had to
complete.
do that, man. Yeah, yeah, because you was gonna get that work if you didn't. You were gonna,
Yeah. We gonna
yeah,
complete it. Whenever me and him start something, we gonna finish it.
yeah,
If
yeah,
hey, we could start something in the daytime and it's gonna take us 8 hours. We gonna
yeah.
finish it, man. It's gonna be dark, but we gonna finish it.
Hey, that's me, man. Hey, I might not do it on the time limit, but I'm always gonna be on time. So, Farewell,
Yeah.
is this so? But you've been across country a few times, am I correct?
Yes.
Okay, okay. So, was the burden on you? I got to get the pack across, and I got to get the pack across safely.
I didn't really take it like that. They wanted to go. They asked me, was I going? And I was like, yeah, because I just think that some people take it too serious. I mean, it's serious because when you ride like that, like you said, it's a lot of danger out there. When you
True.
ride a motorcycle in general, it's a lot of danger. But I think when you go with new people or when you go with somebody that's not experienced, everything can't be so serious. You have to let them enjoy their ride. You want to give them tips so they're safe, but you
Right.
want them to enjoy their ride. You know what I mean? And so as far as like yeah, I kind of took some of the burden, to get them across, but I wanted them to enjoy their experience.
I
So
appreciate that. I appreciate that.
yeah,
Hey, because sometimes, man, when you're going across with, and that's riding anywhere, whether it's in, the 10 or the 95, whatever. If I'm riding with somebody who's got experience, and I don't know, you guys tell me, and seem like everything, you see it in their face, everything is smooth, they're calm, there's no stress. It kind of helps me. Now, when I see them stressed out and panic, I'm a panic. But when I see them cool and chilling and whatever, it kind of gives me that extra added confidence to, man, everything is okay, man. It's going to be a good trip. Am I the only person be tripping like that, or what y'all think?
Nah, you don't trip. I'll be tripping like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. What you say? If we're on a flight, man, I see the flight attendant, she panicking. God damn it, I'm panicking now.
Something wrong.
Hey, no matter what's going. Hey, why your face look like that? What's happening with you? Hey, man, so let's do this. Hey, thank you, guests, for coming on with us today, man. I see some of my South Florida down there, man. D Bell, what's happening? D Bell just finished up on his IBR, man. They were out there running 11,000 miles in 11 days, man, doing all kind of crazy stuff on a motorcycle. So shout out to the Bells, man. Hey, the Bells, I'll see you guys next month. I'll be in South Florida, man. Y'all know what we're getting ready to be doing. Breezy Does It, thank you for coming on with us this evening, man. Bolo, thank you for coming on with us this evening. For everybody that's coming on and joining us on the show today, if you'd be so kind, reach up and hit the like button so we can get the algorithms moving and get the show going. As you guys can see, we have the I-10 to the end. This is the post-interview, man. Miami Rarebreed, man. So we got them on. We're going to talk about their epic ride across the country. They made it look easy, man. So what that tells me is that they were extremely prepared. So we're going to talk about it, but we're not going to stay on Facebook too much longer. I'm going to be pulling Facebook probably in the next 10, 15 minutes. So if you guys would be so kind, reach up, open up the tab. Go to YouTube, man. Sarge, Life and Motorcycling is where we'll be finishing the rest of the show. So, fellas, let's do this. Let's start it off. Okay, so we know this time of year, there's this thing that comes up called the Rarebreed Mother Chapter. So if you hadn't been to one, man, you're missing out. Get your butt on over to the West Coast. So we know we have the Rarebreed Mother Chapter coming up. So was this one of these things we said, okay, since we know we want to go to the Mother Chapter, this is be the best time to hit the 10. Was that the design behind it, or was it something else more than that?
No, I think that was the design.
That was design.
Okay. Because I'm trying to think of why else would anybody want to cross the most southern route of the United States from the East Coast to the West Coast in June?
They said you ain't never been to the Rarebreed and you ain't been nowhere.
Yeah.
And
I've been to it.
It was worth it.
Yeah, it was a party. It was a movie.
Yeah, it was a movie.
Yeah.
And Sarge, I think the bragging rights to do it, right? It was already hard. I ain't gonna lie, it wasn't an easy task, but we got it done. But the bragging comes to do it in the June twice in the daytime across the desert, there and back.
So well, let's start there. Because you know, we're from the South, we're from the bottom. Well, y'all from the bottom. I'm almost to the bottom. But our heat down here in the South, man, we got this thing called humidity. Now we know when we're heading to the West Coast, they got this other thing, and it ain't called humidity. So as a crew, how do we start preparing ourselves? Because you could almost have this false sense of security. Like, hey man, I grew up in Miami. We rock. We used to heat. Blah blah blah. Was it a different type of heat, gentlemen? What were we dealing with out there?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you going over, SARS. It wasn't all. It was hot, but it wasn't what I experienced the first couple of times I went in that direction. But when we got into Arizona, boy, that heat jumped out on us. That he said, "Yeah, you remember me? I'm here. I'm still here. I have my address is still the same." And heat was something else. It was kind of weird this time because it was raining going through West Texas, like the deserty part of West Texas, and it was kind of raining in New Mexico. That was kind of different, but yeah, that heat on the way back, and once we got into Arizona was it kind of make you want to get off your motorcycle and just swing a couple swings in the air just to let it go. I gotta fight back, man.
And something, we gonna get on that because low key on with me now, and low key know how I can get petty sometimes. So I'm gonna get petty on a couple of things, but I'm gonna say this, man. I'm gonna say this for okay. Disclosure. I hadn't been across during this time of year, this far south. I hadn't crossed the country in a few years. Normally I cheat because I cheat. I go in the springtime or I go in the fall time. So this time, my schedule, I had to go in June. And I'm telling you, probably during the time I came back and during the time you guys left, I have not seen a heat wave across the Southwest as bad as what was going on. I talked to some people today. They said the same thing, even on the 40 going up top. Was that as crazy as heat that you guys have rode in?
Yeah.
Bro, it was deafening. It was deafening. How would you guys? So
I'm still burnt up.
You said what now?
He's
still all burnt up from it.
I believe that the worst was on our way back. We went through so many. When we left out of Cali, it was cold in the morning. It was cold, and it was cold until like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock almost. And all of a sudden, you just get bam. Somebody opened the oven, and I got the helmet. I'm always opening up my helmet just to rearrange things, get the air, whatever. And man, I opened it up one time.
That's funny. I was saying the same thing. So I don't know how you deal with it, man. Only thing, like I said, when it's so hot out there and the heat is coming to you, it's like a blowtorch, and there's no relief. You opening up a helmet, you're getting like a fire breathing dragon blowing his breath on you. You close down the helmet, you're getting no air. So let's do this. So let's take it from the weather. We're gonna go weather. We're gonna probably just, if you guys don't mind, everybody out there, this first segment, we're gonna talk about weather because weather has been a real issue lately. Just like Brother Low-Key said, if you come across West Texas right now, floods and rain is the way of the day. If you went across Texas just a week ago, heat and dry and dust bowls and stuff like that is the way of the day. So let's deep dive into the weather real quick. So, fellas, riding across, how did you dress? How did you get in and out of your gas station stops? What was the hydration plan? Were you guys going like half tank to half tank or tank to tank, or after so many gas stops, you say, you know what, we're going to shut it down in the Loves and send in the AC? What was the plan of attack for that fifth wheel, if you don't mind?
We were originally started off going tank to tank. And once we got into Texas past San Antonio, then we started breaking it down. But we were trying to go tank to tank to kind of, I guess, limit the stops. I don't know if that was the plan, but because the stops can kind of make the trip longer. So, we was going tank to tank. But at the stops, we were definitely hydrating. I keep a little cup holder. I know that's kind of like in the biker world. That kind of, some people say that's but I keep my sippy cup on my bike. I drink through it.
Yeah.
I drink throughout the day, but hydrating stops and going tank to tank pretty much.
Yeah. Well, I'm assuming for Miami boys, the heat itself is not the problem. It's when you stop sweating.
Well, with me, I had me a cold cooler. I had a cooler. I had my wet vest. I prepared that way with a wet vest, and I had a cooler with all my fruit, my water, everything in there. The heat really ain't the problem for me.
Mm-hmm.
The problem for me was the wind gusts and the curves. It was like somebody was trying to pull me over here and pull me over there.
Yeah.
That was the problem with me. And then we, on the way coming back, we had rain with that.
On the way back,
somebody was trying to kill me.
We had on the way back. To me, one was smooth. Right now, that's going on in Texas. That was not rain. Because remember, it was about the same that we left that started getting the flood. You can imagine if y'all could see those floods that when we was in. We had it every day we left. It took us 4 days. It took us a little long.
Squeaky, let me ask you real quick. Is there a TV on in the background? Maybe is there something on in the background? Because you're getting an echo.
On TV.
Okay. Let's see.
Sorry.
Let's give it an.
Turn your phone down a little bit, Squeaky.
Let's see.
Okay, that's better.
Okay. Yeah, if you can finish that last sentence, if you don't mind, my brother. What was that you were saying?
Pretty much the rain going on now.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
Weather. It came coast and every day. The whole time we got the whole 4 days was rain on off. So by the time you get used to stop raining, I say dry it off. Bam, before you know it, a couple 60 miles later, another patch of rain. Which we rode through the rain. It just the elements, like Quentin say, Big Q say, the weekend, man, the wind was terrible. It was really bad around those mountains. You really had to. It wasn't every day up it was challenging, but like I said, we got it. We rode that pace, kept it safe, and we made it. It's longer than everybody was ready to be, but got my
Okay.
that's a bit safe. No matter how you take it, it's safe.
That's what's up. Hey, so okay, I remember the first day you guys left. Well, no, did y'all spend the night in Jacksonville, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
y'all spent the night. Okay, y'all met me the day before, and y'all spent the night. Y'all got out the door around what about 5 the next morning?
No, we was kicking things up at like 3:30, I think.
Okay,
Yeah.
about 3:30. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So, and I think from there, y'all's first leg, y'all took it all the way to San Antonio, didn't you?
All the same.
All the way to San Antonio. Wow, wow. Yeah, that was a grown folk ride.
That was like
I ain't gonna
20.
lie.
How long? That like 19 hours.
Homie, that's grown
So,
folk there.
so
Hey,
this
Yeah,
this is something to laugh about, Sarge.
yeah.
During that first leg, we learned a lot of things.
yeah,
Hmm.
The first thing
Well,
we
let's.
learned was
Yeah,
the first patch of rain we hit.
Mhm.
Everybody that used to ride on the highway, ride the first bridge and pull up.
yeah. You talking about in Louisiana? It was in Louisiana or Santa Rosa County?
I think we was in where was we at when that rain hit? I
yeah,
think we was in Louisiana.
That was Louisiana.
Louisiana,
almost in
yeah.
Texas.
Louisiana.
Yeah,
We was
And
almost in Texas.
we got that first patch of
Louisiana.
rain piping.
yeah.
I look back, I'm like, they stopped. And
Squeaky, that was you?
Squeaky kept riding.
Yeah, Squeaky, you're right.
Everybody was, but then I think when they stopped, it was kind of for me. It was last minute, and I was
Yeah,
decided I was gonna be outside of the bridge, so I was gonna be in the
yeah,
rain anyway. So I just
yeah,
kept riding.
That's right.
yeah,
So that was the first thing we learned. And then also on that first leg, we learned that, for me as well, but for the new riders, you learn that being on that seat for 12 plus hours, 15 plus hours, that back end, you be stiff, you're sore, you ready to
yeah.
get to the first bed, the closest bed, any
True.
bed you can find.
Hey, true, true. Hey, man. After a while, you just gotta lock in.
Gotta lock,
Everything gonna hurt. You just gotta lock in. It's
gotta
like,
lock it.
you know what? No matter how many, only thing you can do is move your booty to the left, move it to the right, man. That's
Like,
it.
put your
And
feet on
take
your
that
foot,
work.
man. Stand up a little bit. That's
Yeah, and
it.
take that work. Hey, D Bell say no rain. Man, I know the.
Easy said than done.
Yeah. Hey, D Bell say no rain suits. I know you guys had rain suits,
Yeah,
man.
No,
we
we
got
didn't.
rain. Yeah,
Yeah,
we don't
yeah,
ride with them. You're not gonna
yeah,
ride with them until you see the rain.
It was one
And
of them,
Hey,
one of them
Hey,
showers
Saw.
that came out of
yeah.
nowhere.
Hey, Big Saw. He talking about me. Y'all was the one that pulled up under that bridge.
You put on
He
over
talking
the
about me.
bridge.
What? When it rains, it just do something to me. I don't know. I gotta put my rain gear on.
Hey, man. Okay. Hey, did it help?
A little bit.
Yeah, you got to get that work, man. You got to go ahead and get that work.
A little bit.
Yeah. Hey, rain suits. Do y'all wear a specific type of rain suit?
I have a Harley rain suit, but I wear all weather riding pants, so I wear them my whole trip. If I get caught in too much rain, I wear a Harley rain jacket.
Right.
But like I said, from riding, going place to place, you can kind of tell if it's gonna be raining a long period of time. You just catching one of those Florida showers, and I knew
Yeah.
from the way it was set up, it was too clear around us that it wasn't gonna be raining long, so it wasn't no point in putting that rain jacket
But
on.
that's how we roll in Florida, man. We don't be
Yeah.
tripping on no rain. I mean, I tell people like, man, why it rains so much in Florida? I'm like, bruh, Florida got Everglades for a reason. Homie, they call it the Sunshine State, but Florida rains this time of a year. It's raining every day. You just might as well get yourself prepared and be ready for it. And if you go through a bunch of stuff, putting rain suits on and off, by the time you get it off and get it back home, man, the sun back out again.
Yeah.
So I don't trip too hard. Squeaky, what do you do? You wear a Harley rain suit too, or you wear anything specific?
oh, I have I'm a little, I ain't that rich like Fifth Wheel. So
Yeah.
mine ain't came from Harley. Mine came on Amazon. But it do the job.
You get a job done, right, right,
Do the job.
right. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm like a person that get hot a lot. So me, I don't like to put on long sleeve, but I know I had to put it on to ride.
yeah, Let me see them arms then. Let me see them arms.
No, they good. I ain't burn up like that.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Now mine burned
Okay.
up.
It
I'm
don't
Yeah, let me
bother
burned
see
up.
me.
that, homie. Yeah.
I'm burned
Okay.
up. I'm peeling
Yeah.
like a snake or something.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Hey man, we on with the great K Solo today, man, from Riding with K Solo the podcast, man. Check him out. He's doing his thing every Tuesday, man, I believe at 8 p.m. Eastern time on Riding with K Solo the podcast. So, hey, he breaking it down, man. He's bringing on some of the gangsters of the motorcycle riding community, man, and telling their stories. So, let's say low key say it's so hot, a little rain is welcome. You ain't never lied, homie. Hey, low key, rain is welcome, but them floods, you can have that, bro. Your boy don't want nothing of that. Okay, who was it? So, Big Q, what kind of rain suit you rock? Do you
I
wear?
got the all weather. Well, Fifth Wheel he told me to get
Yeah,
some all weather pants and stuff like that. So I end up getting all weather pants, some
yeah,
Dandies, and I got the jacket. I brought the whole stuff to go just to be
yeah,
prepared because I ain't
yeah,
know.
yeah. So speaking of gear and equipment, and I see this most seem like all Rarebreed is really wearing some type of riding gear or riding pants or riding suits. I know I just like Fifth Wheel. I wear riding suits. Do all
Yeah,
you guys ride riding suits?
well, not everybody.
Okay, okay, okay. So the gangsters. Hey, homie, I'm live. I'm on a live podcast. Yeah. Hey, I'm on a live podcast. I'm on a live podcast, bro. Yeah. Okay then. That's FHO Atlanta, man. I don't know. He must be fighting a dog or something he had going on in the background. But hey, so okay, so you know, you say everybody do rail riding suits or some
Nah,
rock the
some do,
jeans?
some don't.
Okay.
But the ride that was some good advice that Fifth Wheel gave me. The
Yeah.
riding pants it helped me. It was even with packing and wearing. That was the best thing. That was like one of the best. The two best purchases I made was a Cardo and those pants
Yes,
on my motorcycle. Those was
I
the best
agree.
two purchases I made so far.
I agree. I'm gonna give you another good purchase. You ready, Big Q?
Yes, sir.
I ain't gonna even charge you for this. Man, get you some sleeves. Either get you some sleeves or get you this I-10 to the end riding shirt, man. Because we can't
Oh
be
no,
having your arms all
I
chocolate
got
red.
the long sleeve shirt. I got the dry fit shirt, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
drop it.
blew. They was blowing. They was blowing
yeah.
and
I
burning
didn't
me
like
up.
it.
But
Like I said, I don't like long sleeves.
if you get the sleeves, you can get them from Psycho Gear or Amazon anywhere. If you get those
The
sleeves,
sleeve,
you
the
can just
sleeve
pull them
itself.
on. Yeah,
Okay, okay.
and even if you got a riding shirt that the wrist is flapping up, you put them sleeves on, man. You're gonna be good between that and the gloves, and you're not gonna have
Yeah.
them issues. Yeah,
See,
yeah,
I'm gonna purchase the ride shirt, but see with us, when we traveling anywhere,
yeah,
we gotta
yeah.
be all black.
Right. Y'all
We
got
gotta be blacked
rules.
out.
Yeah,
That's
respect.
our
Yeah.
rule.
Yeah, y'all got rules. Hey, low key say black people don't. Hey, bro, don't make me cuss.
Yeah,
Boy, the
we
devil
do
is a lie.
burn. Yeah.
The devil
We
is
do
a lie,
burn.
homie. That's
Black
what
years,
people
my
do
boy low
burn.
key talking about.
for
Hey,
years
hey,
and years and years, I believe that too. I be
I
like, man,
believe that, yeah.
when we were
I ain't put on
kids,
hey, look, I ain't put on no saying whatever you call it,
So,
suntan lotion. I ain't
I
know
put
you
on
know.
suntan
I
lotion
ain't
and
know you know
everything.
much. So
yeah,
I said, man, then I started
yeah,
learning, boy. I see all the
yeah,
Mexicans working out there and they got on long sleeve. I see why.
yeah. They smart and they got sunscreen too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sunscreen, chapstick, the whole nine, man.
Yeah, I had that
Yeah,
problem too, because I had this
yeah,
my
yeah.
lady, she packed the sunscreen and the chapstick. I ain't used none of it. But when
Hey,
she flew up, my
yeah,
lip was cut and I was
yeah,
burnt up. And she was like, I told you to do the stuff.
yeah.
And I used
Cut
it
up
after
lips.
coming back.
Yeah, yeah. Cut up lips, homie.
Cut up lips and all.
Hey, looking like alfalfa with the lips, man. Hey, we can't
My
be doing
hey,
that.
hey, my body was telling me, man, what you
Yeah,
put me through?
yeah, yeah. Okay, man. So we talked a little bit. We talked a little bit about equipment. Talked a lot about weather. So let's say physically, it was everybody felt like they were prepared. Sleep. Stretching, exercise, diet. Was any of that type of stuff a issue on the road as far as conditioning?
I feel like you have to prepare yourself. If you prepared yourself physically for it, like if you prepare, if anybody that's gonna do the ride, you gotta physically and mentally prepare yourself for that ride. That's something you have to prepare yourself for. And if you do that, I feel you will get through it. If I got through it, you can get through it.
Yeah. Okay. What you think, Fit Will? What we think?
I think that's true. I think you gotta start resting your body, but make sure you're hydrated and physically fit. Because the problem becomes when you ride cross country, you have to put in the hours. Even if you're gonna take a little longer, you still got to put in the hours because the miles just don't they just don't disappear. So it's time consuming. So you're gonna be tired depending on how long you ride. Like I said, the first day I think we rode 19, 20 hours. And
home of the first day y'all came out like a pack of wolves, bro.
Yeah, so
y'all, I think y'all pulled up. Y'all was on the western side of San Antonio. I think it was. Y'all wasn't playing no games with it. That's about almost close to about 1,100.
Yeah, it was 1,100.
Yeah. So it wasn't no time to say, man, I'm hurt, my back hurt, my butt hurt. So okay, all right, man. It's just us, man. So ain't nobody gonna know. Okay, so was it Squeaky? Was it Fifth Wheel idea to say we coming out the gate doing 1,100? It was your idea.
That was the plan. I had a game plan in mind that we was gonna go from here to San Antonio, Jacksonville to San Antonio.
So
I remember hearing.
Squeak, hold on one second. Now, fellas, Phil Will ain't listening. But y'all at any time doing that stretch to San Antonio said, man, the hell with this, man. I'm about ready to stop this thing.
Me? I was the baby on the trip. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was the baby on the trip. I complained about everything.
Hey, were you saying, man, Houston good enough?
No, because I remember we heard Houston first, and then I remember Fifth Wheel telling me, "Hey, we shoot for Houston, and if we feeling good, we gonna keep going. We're gonna try to get in the west side of San Antonio."
Right.
I mean, I was at the first day I was with the flow. I started off bad at the beginning.
Yeah.
I was a little still kind of like, I say not tired, but just wasn't really understanding what I was getting myself into. I knew I was gonna ride.
Yeah.
But I just couldn't remember it's gonna be, it's gonna be elements. So after I had a little incident. After my little incident, I ain't gonna talk about it on camera. I had a little small incident.
Y'all want to know what the incident is?
Okay.
Yeah, we'll tell y'all.
Yeah, we want to know. We ain't gonna tell.
Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all. Hold on.
Hey, nah. Okay, let me just tell him.
Hey, let me show. Hold on.
We was in one. We was not for real. We was in one, and I wasn't paying attention a little bit, and I touched the back of the camera. I touched the back of Q bike with my tire. And it was one of those, it was, see right there, y'all? See what I got to pay for?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he fell asleep.
Yeah. I don't know if it was, whatever it was. Hey, listen, whatever it was, God got us out of it. You know what I'm saying? My bike went down. But for some reason, I don't know what it was. I just had put some crash bars on it. It touched the ground from the crash bars, and I stayed in the gas, and it came back up. And I said, man, let's keep riding. I forget about it because I don't want to think about what just happened. I just want to think we good. Let's roll.
I agree.
And ever since that, I was in formation.
Yeah.
But
after that,
if he tell you the truth, I had rolled up next to him a couple of times because I seen him kind of lulling, gagging, going side to side.
He was taking a coffee break.
Like stay in the lane. And he looked at me like, man, I got it. I'm okay. I got it. Then,
no, I ain't gonna even lie to you.
Later,
I had to get used to the formation we was in. We ride like that sometimes, but not all the time. And it's like I was coming up a little too close. So my thing was my skate route is over. Yeah, I swerved a little bit, but then after a while, like you say, I got it together.
Yeah,
I got it together. So those are some of the elements that people that take this ride. You have to pay attention. You have to focus, man. It ain't no joke out there. Any wrong move, I just was thinking to myself, like, what if I couldn't have came up? What if I'd have let out the throttle and I'd have went down? The trip would have been over early, like, man, it just was a blessing that I was able to touch the ground, touch the back of the bike, and stand up, and we still riding.
Yeah. I mean, it's weird things can happen, man. You know, and you can lull yourself that heat, that sun, that humming from the Milwaukee 8 or the V-twin motor, man, can lull you off into a situation, man. It'll put you to bed if you ain't careful. Just because it's just stuff going on, and let's be honest, after a while, you really ain't listening to what you got on the Bluetooth anyway, on your cardio or your senior. You're not listening to that mess half the time. You know, you get the daydreaming and stuff like that. But I'm glad that worked out, man, because we all know when we ride these motorcycles, man, crazy things happen. They really do happen. Yeah. We can laugh about it now. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah.
With me, I had the car though, so every time I like fall sleepy, and I used to fall, I was falling in there, like I look at a truck and I stay stuck on the truck, so I have to get on the phone and call somebody, just talk.
Yeah,
call somebody to talk to take my mind off it, whatever. Which night was that I was hallucinating? What night? That was
the first night.
The first night.
What he told.
The first
you know what he told me?
Yeah.
Tell him what you told me. He said, man, I saw. He said to one of the other guys, man, I saw you standing up on the bike.
I thought one of our other club brothers was standing up on his bike. I seen the eagle flying. I'm like, oh, boy, we gotta stop.
Damn, yeah, it's time to stop now.
I thought it was time to stop. I'm like, well,
up on the bike flying. Yeah, it's time.
I seen the eagle flying.
Yeah. But you know, it was a long day. It was a long day for you guys, and then of course you guys came up from South Florida, so. You know, you had that day, and I imagine the first day coming out the hotel, man. You think you're well rested, but you don't.
Fifth Will had tricked us.
Yeah, you don't get that much sleep.
Fifth Will tricked us. He told us something else, and we did something else. He didn't tell us he didn't tell me we were riding that far. He didn't tell me I was gonna be riding that long.
Hey, what does it feel like? So, fellas, what does it feel like to know coming out the gate the first run? Your first run, the first leg was your toughest leg. Is that fair?
Yeah.
I think that was best.
Yeah.
It was better.
Oh, okay. You think that was best? Go ahead and get the hard one out. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
To me, like I said again, the ride going was great.
Great.
I only had a bad first couple hours. Other than that, everything else was good. Now the problem to me was coming back where we endured all those elements like
we got caught in the sandstorm.
New Mexico had a sandstorm. That was something amazing, bro. We never seen nothing like that.
Yeah, they don't have sandstorms in Miami. I can tell you that now.
Yeah, no. We had that. No. Then we had a bad weather storm where we stopped at a rest stop. The east of it was pouring down.
We ain't even get no pictures.
Was the sandstorm. So you had nowhere to go. I think I feel with the rain first.
We put the bikes up inside the rest area where the bathroom was at. Really? We pulled the bikes up in there. We was up inside there.
Why y'all ain't send me a picture of that?
Nobody took a picture. Man, we were so worried about getting out of there.
I don't even know why I ain't taking no picture. I ain't even take a picture.
Yeah. I think I got it. I did take one. I'm gonna send it to you if I find it.
Okay. One of my other club brothers I had recorded the video of him. He said, man, record this video. And he was like, oh, they told us to come across this desert, this, that, and third. This is our last video. I'm like, oh, hell no, this ain't my last video. I'm going home. I'm going home.
I kind of got upset. You know, Quentin was trying to play it. I mean, Big Q was trying to play it safe. You know, I represent I understood what he was trying to do, but I kind of got frustrated because I felt like, you know, it was two options we had. We either gonna stay here because we had got a warning to the phone saying there was gonna be a cyclone. I was wondering, what's a cyclone? So I had somebody look it up on the cyclone, and when we looked it up, it said that's like a hurricane. I kind of got frustrated. I yelled. I ain't want to yell at him, but I was mad. I was like, man, we finna get the F out of here. We finna go right now. We finna go. It's safe. It seemed like it's safe here, but then it's, you know, we gotta go. I said we gotta go. We gotta go, and we all agreed. We took off. It was mad at the end because it was smooth. It was clear when we left. Yeah. Because we had 27 miles to go to New Mexico, Deming, New Mexico, and we was gonna get a hotel.
Yeah.
We rode, and 15 miles in, it the lightning, the sky fell on us.
Yeah. I
kept it moving. They wanted to stop at the gas station. I said no. We going to the hotel.
Cause they know where to run up and down, man.
And I ain't gonna lie, Sarge. We woke up in the morning.
Yeah.
the water was still there. So that means it rained all night.
Hey,
We would have been stuck. I feel like we would have been stuck at that place all night.
Didn't y'all go all the way to Tucson that night? Or y'all picked it up before Tucson?
No, that was coming back. We went to Deming.
After Tucson.
Okay.
Deming is in New Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, let me get this question off real quick if you guys don't mind. And each of you guys can run it around if you want. K-Soul, what was your longest ride before the 10 to the end?
Atlanta for me.
I had went to Los Angeles before, but the first time I went to Los Angeles, I went to Atlanta and I took the 40. We took the 20 to the 40, and I went up through the 40 in Los Angeles, Vegas, Los Angeles.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Coming in through Bakersfield.
Yeah.
Not Bakersfield. What is it? Victorville? I think it's Victorville.
I think it's Victorville. Yeah.
Victorville that comes in. What about you, Squeak? What was your longest?
Yeah, my longest on the bike was Atlanta. I have done the Tampas and all that. I done did the Tampas, the Daytonas, the Orlando.
You flipped that by 20.
Yeah.
You flipped that thing, didn't you?
That's a walking apart. Anything to me right now, anything from Atlanta on down, East Coast, whatever.
Yeah.
I do that like getting off of work.
Yeah, that's what's up. What about you,
Atlanta?
Okay.
Atlanta for me too. Atlanta was the farthest that I rode.
Wow. So this,
going with them SARS, to be honest with you, going with them and knowing Atlanta that furthest trip, because I knew that prior to going. Man, I'm proud of these guys, man. These guys did their thing.
I'm very impressed, bro.
It's always gonna be hiccups. Even no matter how many times you get on the road, you always gonna encounter something different.
Hey, let me do this, fellas. hey, I know the deal, man, and shout out to you, Fifth Wheel, for taking the lead on this, man, and being a really good, solid leader on this, because, brother, y'all was that was some work, man. That was some work, to be honest. If your longest ride was the ATL, was the A, and then this was your second longest ride, you guys flipped that by 20. You flipped it by 20. That's the difference with winning a Pee Wee football game and then all of a sudden winning a Super Bowl.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the kind of level we're talking about. Is that fair, fellas?
Yeah, that's fair.
And then here's the cool part about it. You guys get across the country as club brothers. Come back across the country as club brothers. Let me make sure I get a close up. I don't see nobody with a black eye.
No.
That's impressive. Nobody with a black eye, man. So nobody got choked out at a gas station, man. So that tells me that communication was large. And we checked the egos. Is that fair, or am I putting words in other
Nah,
people's
you're
mouth?
right. That was it right there.
Checking them egos, yeah. Because it's real easy to when you're in pain or hurting or uncomfortable to push back. Is that fair?
That's fair.
Yeah.
Sorry, we real brothers, man. We real
Like
brothers.
anybody that know,
I believe it.
anybody that don't like me and Squeaky,
Yeah.
they know like we always fussing. You know, we always fussing. So
That
on
means
this
y'all
trip, I
real
was like,
brothers
man,
for
you know
real.
what? I say on this trip, like, man, you know what? I ain't gonna fuss. I ain't doing nothing. And I hold it. I hold that.
Yeah, we did a good job, both of us. Me too.
Yeah.
But I usually be
Awesome
fussing. We
job.
both did a good job as gentlemen.
Well, how did the machines run, fellas? Any problems with the machines at all?
Well, I had the first issue. My throttle body.
Yeah, something with his throttle. We was coming out. We just got into we were just getting into Santa Monica, right on the hill, and he lost throttle. And I ain't gonna lie, that's when I started fussing a little bit. I'm like, man, let the bike roll. Let's get off this hill. Let's keep moving. He kind of
I felt like it was the fuel though. I felt like it was the fuel because once we pulled the fuel, we called some other club brothers. They told us to unplug some stuff and plug it back up, and we pulled the main fuse and plugged it back up. It was no issue.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I had my engine light come on, but I rode it out. We went to Harley, and they said they don't see nothing. They told me to reset it. I reset it. I ain't have a problem since. I'm gonna check it when I get here. I didn't. After like you say, after we put the paint boost, we ain't have no more.
Yeah, we had on. Well, we had another club brother. He had to change his rockers or something.
His
Roller,
lifter.
he had the rockers,
He had
lift,
lifter problems.
Lifters.
From
lift.
y'all?
Yeah, that happened in Tallahassee. When we got to
Yeah,
Tallahassee.
we did a tap on our way back.
Okay. Okay.
Something that
So
did happen to me, Sarge, on the way while I was in LA. And I'm surprised it kind of happened in LA and not on the way. I mean,
Yeah.
the whole way is bad, but I bent the rim in Los Angeles. Got on the
ouch.
freeway, hit
Oh
a
yeah, you did bit of rim.
rim,
Ouch. Ouch.
bent my rim. I had to bang it back together to get home, but yeah, the road conditions,
Yeah.
they're not favorable. They're not,
Terrible.
especially on a 10.
Well, bro, I'm gonna say this: being in the rim is a buzzkill. That's a buzzkill. That is a buzzkill. And you did
Yeah.
it in L.A.
Did it in LA.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Holy moly! So
So when
you
you got
and them had to
aftermarket
buy another
parts,
rim, huh?
well, they banged it back together to get the seal to hold, and I rode it all the way home.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Very nice. Very nice. So let's do this, fellas. Let's do this. As we're rolling this thing into the last segment, let's talk about, and I want to go around the room if you get on, and each person get to tell their story. I want to talk about lessons learned, the good, the bad, the ugly. What did you learn about yourself? You know, whether you were prepared or maybe once you got out there, there's some things that you said, man, I wish I would have spent more time on or whatever again. And then end it, if you guys don't mind, with what you would like the audience to take away from your ride. So if you guys don't mind, I want to do the senior guy. I want to do fifth wheel late because fifth wheel, this is you know, he's been done this before. I want to go with, say, who just been on a Harley for a year? Who was that? Was that Big Q?
Yeah.
Let's start with you, Big Q, if you don't mind.
So with me on the ride, with me, what I learned on this ride was like sometimes you can't really just that you can't doubt yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like with me, it was more I was doubting everything of the ride. Like I wasn't gonna say I was being negative, but I'm gonna just put it that I was being like negative towards myself. And like some of my with Fifth Wheel and my other club brother, he was like, man, this, that. They were just giving me like pointers. And I'm gonna go off subject right here, right fast. If it wasn't for like them two, if it wasn't for my club brother Confused and my club brother Fifth Wheel, I mean, I don't feel like I would have got through the trip.
Wow.
I don't feel like I would have really got through because every time like I lag back on the trip, Fifth Wheel, he always in the back. And then he'll go around me like, man, like, come on. Like not saying come on. And then my other club brother, he'll get in my ear and he'll fall back with me and be like, hey, bro, get right here. Do this. Cause like curves, I'm not like a curve person. I don't like hit the curves and stuff like that. So I like doubt myself in the curves and things like that. But that on the trip I learned like not to doubt yourself. And like the bike, like my other club brother always told me, man, the bike all you gotta do, the bike gonna do what it do.
Right.
You just gotta hold on. And on my way coming back, everything that he told me going, it showed me different. Like, yeah, like I hit the curves better. I got more experience going. I gained that experience coming back. It was a better ride coming back. But
Right on.
except like the wind gusts and stuff like that was snatching me. But overall, the trip, I feel like I needed it because it gave me more experience on my bike.
Yeah.
Do different weathers, the rain and everything. So it's like you can't doubt yourself. You just gotta prepare yourself mentally, and man, you just gotta go with it.
I love it. Well said. And you know something else to that, brother, is because once you're out there, you're out there. Once you're out there, you're out there. So you gotta lock in and change your mindset to say, you know what, at the end of the day, man, I'm gonna have to do what I need to do. I'm gonna have to trust in my brothers. I'm gonna have to trust in this process from my organization or my club in order to get to where I need to get and to get home safe. What you think?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
That's in a nutshell, just that easy, isn't it?
That's it. It's that easy.
Yeah. You got to check them egos.
Yeah.
Check them egos. Yeah. I love it, man. I love it. Hey, so let's go to you, Squeaky, if you don't mind, brother.
Well, I learned too. Some things I learned. the safety measurements of it. You know how some people would say, I want to be safe. When you're on a trip like that, especially with other brothers, any other people, whatever, it's not you want to be safe. We need to be safe. So, you know, everybody is not you in the ride. You ain't everybody. This person can do it. This person can't do it. This person comfortable with do it. Some things that I didn't like what I was doing, the other person may not like it. So you kind of compromise. We got to do it as a team. You got to get through it as a team. I kind of learned that. I talked a lot of SHIT, but that's just me. But we got through it, and I understand. When you start thinking about it, you start to understand. You may not say it right then and there, but I understood everything that two different people, 3 different people, 4 different people. Everybody is different, so you can't expect you out of them. They can't expect them out of you. So we shared that. We shared that that we and excuse me, that what made everything smooth. That's pretty much it. You got to do it as a whole, and that's what we accomplished.
I love it. Well said. Well said. Is it? Do you think, based off what you experienced, do you think you prepared well enough for this ride, or is it, if you had a second run, would you do anything different?
Yeah, I think I prepared. I started off with a cooler. Coming up to Jacksonville, and when I came to you, I had the cooler too. As we rode around, when we left you, I said I got to send this cooler back. I went to the nearest FedEx and set it off because what it was making my ride uncomfortable. I could never finish the ride with it. My seat wasn't comfortable. I had the cooler in the back seat. I sent it back. Other than that, everything, I wouldn't change nothing. I made sure I hydrated myself first. I packed everything. I think I packed a little too much. One of my brothers told me from the get-go, "Hey, you pack too much. Don't pack a lot." I was trying to cover everything.
You were making sure you will be good to go, huh?
Yeah, but I learned now though. You're gonna wear the same pants every day. You're gonna wear the same shirt every day.
Right.
So you don't need too much of nothing else.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Yeah, I'm sorry. You had anything else you want to add to it?
No, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it.
Okay. So Fifth Wheel.
Oh, I gotta.
No, go ahead. What he says, him.
I gotta get some.
Okay.
He had to step out for a second.
Okay. So Fifth Wheel, take us in the home, brother. What you saying? What you thinking?
What I learned on this trip. This is kind of my first trip being the senior person in the group. Every other trip I've been on, I've been with club brothers or people that have been, way more experienced than me. Mm-hmm. And on this trip, I realized that they took it easy on me. They kind of was able to go at my pace, not at their pace. But and I kind of learned that through this trip. That's to me, that's the best policy. Whoever is the least experienced rider, you kind of got to ride at their pace. And you have to be comfortable with that only because, that's to me, that's the safest method. Yeah. But once you get in your mind that you're comfortable with that, the ride goes smooth. It's not a rush. We're going across country. We're not going in one day, so it's not a rush job. And just being able to give them some of the lessons that I learned from experienced riders was a good thing. And I had a ball. I had a ball.
Hey man, I like what you said. You said, the least experienced guy, and I'm gonna kind of paraphrase a little bit. You got to ride their ride. You got to kind of do it at their pace in order for this thing to ride. Am I pretty close to what you were saying?
Yeah.
That's something unique because we know how it is, man. We got egos. I've been doing this forever, man. You ride the way I tell you to ride. That's what we're gonna ride. But to have that kind of compassion for your club brothers to say, no, we're gonna let you get out. We're gonna do what you do. We're gonna do what you feel comfortable with doing. And then with doing that, of course, we'll build the confidence throughout the ride.
Right.
I really appreciate that. So let's do this, man. Before I congratulate you guys and we bring this thing to a cap.
I got one more thing.
Shoot it, brother. Because you
So
know I'm finna say some petty shit.
it was
Excuse
it
me.
was
Yeah.
it was what we started not a pilot. What the other one is?
Love.
Loves.
The love.
Loves,
So
yeah.
okay, for all the people that's out there, you know what I'm saying, they backside be hurting or whatever. You go to love right here. This thing right here, they come from loves. But this thing here helped me out
Yeah.
coming back.
Yeah.
Cost $30. It cost Squeaky $30.
Is that a
$30.
backrest or a pillow? A butt pillow?
Listen.
That's a butt pillow or a backrest?
What? This a seat. This like a butt for your butt, for the seat for your chair.
Oh, it just straps to the chair, to the
And
seat.
this for the chair. We strap it on my
Nice.
backrest, put it down right there. Oh Lord.
Nice.
That was him right there.
Say $30 at the Loves, huh?
30 bucks at the Loves.
Yeah. How does it take rain well?
Oh yeah, it was good.
Okay.
It was good. We got rain. We caught rain all the way home. And good.
Yeah. Hey, that's what's up. So let me ask this, fellas. I know me. Here we go. You know, Sarge got to throw some petty stuff out there. I know me, man. I'm retired from a club. I still ride with the nation all the time. But I know me, man. I'm old, man. These gas station stops sometimes can bring out the best, and sometimes they can bring out the worst in us. How did you guys, as club brothers, negotiate these gas station stops, man? Was that a pain in the butt, or were you guys on board with getting in and getting out, or taking as much time as you needed in the gas stations?
I think that
it was a pain in the butt, but then it slowed us.
Yeah. Going in, I knew what it was going to be, so I kind of just locked in, and I knew what it was going to be. Cause I don't know if you see me on the way home. You know how to leave a little early.
Yeah.
And I came across in 2 days. I was cooking. Right. I wasn't.
Yeah, you were.
You
were trying to come across in a day and a half if you could.
Yeah. I was pass and go, but going out there, I kind of understood it. So, you know, I was cool with it. But those gas stops for people that ride, that don't, you know, that can be a big issue.
Yeah. What you think, fellas?
Yeah.
It was a pain in the butt, but hey, we needed to stop, man. We needed to stop.
Right.
I need every 2 hours. Hey, my body set up every 2 hours. I gotta stop. I gotta stand up for 5 minutes.
As long as you can stand. It was on the left. I started trying to like from stopping so long. So I gas up. I move my bike over there. Let's go. Like if they don't see I'm not going or nothing. I was getting on. I was pumping my gas on the thing, and I go.
Yeah. So who was one last thing? Yeah, there we go. Cover. So who was the pain in the tail at the gas station? Who was the ultimate pain in the tail?
Me.
Was Big Q? Big Q was the ultimate pain in the tail.
Yeah. I'll take that.
Hey, shout out, man. Hey, I'm just saying, next event, bro, you buying dinner for everybody. Hey, so let's do this, fellas, man. Rider number 328, fifth wheel. Rider number 329, Squeaky. Rider 330, Mr. Q, man. Fellas, let's do this real quick. Here we go. Fellas, thank you for caring enough for sharing your ride with us. And it's because of gentlemen like you, we are going to become better motorcycle riders each and every day. Thank you. You didn't have to share nothing with us, but you did. Through your reporting on Facebook and through your reporting on YouTube, and you letting us know what was going on out there and how things were functioning out there. I appreciate it. Most of us waited with bated breath on each and every post that you guys made as you guys were going along. So thank you again, man, for taking the time up and taking part of the social experiment. So, fellas, with that being said, man, any final words for us before we let you go and get about your evening?
Man, Sarge, I just want to say thank you to you for putting this on. You know, like you ride all the time, but to find a challenge, you know, to do something different. Like I was telling you earlier, you know, I've been on a 10 a whole bunch. You know, being whether you're gonna stay on a 10, but this was a different beast. This was a different challenge. So I had a ball, and you know, I appreciate you putting this on.
Thank you, sir. I'm humble. Thank you.
Same thing, Sarge. I appreciate you, man. Putting this opportunity out there for me to take advantage of the opportunity to compete Such beautiful task.
I appreciate it. Thank you, brothers. I really do,
I
man. It
feel the
means the
same
world.
way. Uh, it was something that took me out of my element, man. That's like
Yeah,
it's something different for me.
I love it, man.
That's this that ride. It prepared me for all my upcoming rides that I have to do.
Yeah, because you got to do a lot. The breed ain't playing with you, man. You got a lot to do. But man, isn't it awesome? It's awesome, man, because now at this time, I know, of course, Fifth Wheel, he's a veteran of the group, but now at this point, Squeaky, Big Q, man, the sky's the limit at this point, man. After this, there's nothing that you can't accomplish as long as you don't forget the skill steps that you applied and executed during this ride, brothers. It was a great time. You guys made it really look easy, and be honest with you. The whole ride going through, man, I heard and saw very little of anything. So that tells me that you guys were well prepared. You guys were professional on the road. We're going to argue and cuss each other out as club brothers. That's what we're supposed to do. We going to say what we're going to say to each other, but we're going to love on each other. And ultimately, we're going to work together to get ourselves to where we need to go and to accomplish the mission. So, fellas, man, I'm gonna be in South Florida next month, man. I can't wait. Hopefully I can plug in and see you guys down there where I'm down there, man. So I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. And again, hopefully this won't be the last time, man. We see Rarebreed Miami doing their thing and getting it in. You guys are more than welcome. Any ride that you got coming up that you think you have something to share with us on the Iron Elite platform, please don't hesitate to do so, man, because we're going to continue to learn from each other in this social experiment called long-distance motorcycle riding. So, fellas, on behalf of the Iron Elite family, man, you guys are officially I-10 to the End alumni, man. Thank you guys so much, man, and God bless, man. All right, fellas, peace out, man. We'll see y'all next month. Facts. Yes, sir.
Let us know when you come into town. We open up the clubhouse.
I sure would. You think I'm not? I'm letting you know now. I'll be hollering at Fifth Wheel. I'm coming.
All right.
Take it easy, fellas. Peace.
Yes, sir.
Okay, man, there you have it, man. Miami Rarebreed, man. It was the Rarebreed edition, man. Fifth Wheel, number 328. Squeaky, 329. And my man, Big Q, 330, man. Got on their motorcycles and dared to ride from the bottom, Miami, Florida, man, to Jacksonville, Florida. And from Jacksonville to Los Angeles, California. Specifically, Santa Monica Pier. And oh, by the way, they had to come on back home and do it again, man. So shout out to those fellas for making their ride a safe, productive, and teachable ride, man. Again, let's keep Doc J in our prayers, man. Hopefully she'll be getting home. If not, late tonight. I doubt late tonight. I'm looking more tomorrow. Let's keep her in our prayers, man, because she's negotiating this thing called Western Texas, and the weather is crappy out there, man. So Doc J, be safe. Safety over ego. My man Hollywood, who's coming in from the West Coast, Kings of Cali, man. He's on the road getting it in, man. So safe trip, my guy. This is the first day of his first leg, man. So I'm praying that he shuts it down and not too much more time on the road and recouping and refitting for another run tomorrow morning on the second leg. If you hadn't done it already, man, please subscribe to the channel, man. Join the family, man. Sarge Life and YouTube, Sarge Life and Motorcycling on YouTube, man. The channel's growing, it's getting big, man. So I'd love to have you guys aboard as part of our everyday family, man. So you can get those notifications on when we're going live and what we're doing. I'm just going to say two things today, man. If you don't take away anything from this show today, take away this, man. The road is dangerous. It's dangerous. We do things and we teach things and we model things, man, to mitigate the risk on the road. You know, there's always going to be a risk on the road, man. But when you can learn steps and things not to do and things to do to mitigate the risk, man, we all should be doing that. The road is no game. It's not a joke out there. So we really should be preparing ourselves and studying on how to safely navigate that highway. Safety over ego, man. Don't be pushing these bikes and trying to go from here to the moon in a day, man. It does not make any sense. Take your time and be safe, man. Enjoy your ride. The weather's been crazy, man. I've been hearing people complain, including your boy, man. It's hot, 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 hot. You're crossing the most southern U.S. interstate in the summertime. It's going to be extremely hot. There's going to be a lot of rain on the panhandle. Anything that has to do with the Gulf of Mexico, the Gulf of America, whatever Gulf you want to call it down there, it's going to be firing up storms like it's nobody's business in the summertime. Heat is fuel to that water down there, man. So there's always going to be a lot of rain. There's always going to be a lot of storms. And oh, by the way, if you hadn't heard, June starts the beginning of hurricane season from June to the end of November. So prepare yourself. Use your weather apps. Stay plugged in what's going on with the weather, man, as you're traversing across our beautiful country. I think that's it. Other than the Titan Award nomination, man, get on to the Facebook page. In the feature section at the very top of the page where it says featured, click on. You'll see the nomination link for the 2026 Titan Award. Go ahead and hit that link, man, and go ahead and put your nominations in. You don't have much time, man. It's the 6th of July. The 31st of July, we will be closing it up, and we will start working on preparing the voting process for the 2026 Titan, man. So I think that's all, man. I appreciate, again, my guys with Miami Rarebreed. I appreciate D. Bell for coming on with us today. Appreciate you, Masol. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate K Solo for coming on. C1s, appreciate you for coming on, man. Appreciate for everybody that came on that rocked with us doing the show today, man. We would not be anywhere without you guys, man. We appreciate your support and love for what we do here on the platform. So I think that's it for me, man. My man Low Key, shout out to him, man. Came on and gave us some wisdom today, man. So thank you to everybody. Thank you to Jazz. Appreciate everybody, man. Let everybody know about what we're doing on the platform. Please share it with a friend, man. If it works for you, I guarantee you there's somebody else in your life that it'll work for as well. So in the meantime, in between time, man, your boy Sarge is gone. And y'all keep it motorcycling, you dig? Peace.
Hey now, it's your girl Piper, the 2025 Iron Elite Female Titan, and you're now tuned in to Sarge on the Iron Elite Podcast Show, home of the Ground Pounders Reunion and the Coast to Coast Run, the social experiment, where motorcycling is not just a hobby, it's a lifestyle. You dig? Now like, share, subscribe, and follow for all things motorcycling, and I'll see you on the sled.
The Mileage Bully, Moto Mob CEO, and your 2024 Titan. You are now listening to Sarge on the Iron Elite Podcast. Like, share, and subscribe. If you're not listening to the Iron Elite Podcast, what are you really doing? Because we are talking motorcycles over here. You dig?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this your man Kodak, the most hated. Coming to you live from the Iron Elite Podcast with my man, Big Sarge, where we always keep it motorcycling. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. You know what it is.
Hey y'all, it's Snacks reminding you to tune in to the Iron Elite Podcast. You dig?
Hey, it's your boy Low Key. Y'all know I roll with Big Sarge and the Iron Elite. home of the Titan Award and the Ground Pounder Family Reunion. Each one, teach one. You dig?
I was asked the other day, hey Sarge, why you never play any fast music on your podcast? It's simple.